Have you ever pushed your dog away when they suddenly climbed on you, assuming they were just being annoying? Please pause for a moment, because without knowing it, you might have just silenced a desperate, silent attempt to protect you. Your dog isn't just a pet. They are a guardian wrapped in fur, constantly sensing invisible realities and subtle dangers that you are completely blind to. Every awkward stare, every strange spin before bed, and every heavy paw placed gently on your arm is actually a secret message sent from their soul to yours. Today, we are going to decode 17 signals you have likely been misreading for years. But I want you to pay very special attention to the final behavior we discuss. It is the most tragically misunderstood gesture in the dog world. Nearly every owner scolds their dog for this, thinking it is just bad manners or a lack of training. But once you know the heartbreaking truth behind it, you will never have the heart to push them away again. Let's start with something that might happen when you least expect it. The panic hoarding. Have you ever given your dog a high-value treat, maybe a bone or a piece of jerky, and watched them frantically pace around the house whining? They try to bury it in the couch cushions or hide it deep in your laundry pile. It looks hilarious, like they are a confused little banker losing their deposit. But inside your dog's mind, they are preparing for a survival situation. This is the prepper instinct. You see, your dog has a wolf living in their DNA. In the wild, a successful hunt was rare. If you had food, you didn't eat it all at once. You cached it for the lean times, for the winter, for the days when the prey didn't come. Even though you feed them at 8 a.m. and 6 p.m. like clockwork, that ancient genetic voice is whispering to them, what if the food stops? What if this is the last bone forever? When they hide treats in your shoes, they aren't making a mess. They are saving for a rainy day. They are protecting their future. And the tragedy of the modern dog is that our houses smell like food everywhere, so they get confused. They can't find a neutral scent to mask their treasure, which makes them anxious. If your dog does this constantly, it might mean they feel a little insecure about resources. Show them the food bowl is always reliable, but respect their little savings account in the sofa. This instinct to protect extends to how they view you, which brings us to the blind spot protector. Does your dog ever come up to you and lean their entire weight against your legs? Or when you're sitting, do they press their side firmly against yours? This is the side lean. It is not just affection. It is protection. In a pack, you watch out for each other by pressing your sides together. Your dog is covering your blind spot. They are looking outward away from you, watching for threats you might miss. At the same time, the contact allows them to feel your movements. If you tense up, they know instantly. It is a way of saying, I have got your back. Literally, it is a gesture of profound trust. They are making themselves vulnerable to you by exposing their flank while simultaneously acting as your bodyguard. It's their way of saying, we are a unit. Nothing gets to you without going through me. Sometimes this protection involves a very specific type of vocalization, the choir practice. You start singing in the shower, or a certain song comes on the radio, or maybe a siren wails in the distance, and suddenly your dog throws their head back and lets out a soulful, mournful howl. You might think they hate your singing or that the noise hurts their ears. It's actually the opposite. This is the ancient call of the assembly. In the wild, wolves howl to synchronize the pack, to locate each other, and to declare, we are here and we are together. When you sing, your dog perceives you as the leader howling a melody. Biology compels them to join in, but listen closely next time. They won't hit the same note as you. They will deliberately choose a different pitch. Why? Because in a wolf pack, if you howl on the same note as another wolf, it sounds like there is only one animal. To appear larger and stronger to enemies, every wolf chooses a distinct harmony to make the pack sound massive. Your dog is harmonizing with you. They are adding their voice to yours to say, I am with you. We are a team. We are loud. It is the highest form of social bonding they can offer. So don't shush them. Let them sing. You are the conductor, and they are your loyal choir. But not all communication is loud. Some of it is deeply quiet, like the unblinking stare. You are sitting on the couch, minding your own business, and you feel eyes on you. You look up, and there is your dog staring deep into your soul with an intensity that feels almost human. It's not a request for a walk. It's not begging for a treat. What is actually happening in that moment is a biological phenomenon that scientists call the oxytocin loop. When your dog locks eyes with you, their brain and yours begins to release massive amounts of oxytocin. This is the love hormone, the exact same chemical that floods a mother's brain when she looks at her newborn baby. Over thousands of years, dogs have literally hacked the human operating system. They are the only animal species that has evolved to read our eyes and hijack our parental instincts. When they stare at you, they aren't trying to intimidate you. They are physically hugging you with their eyes. They are engaging in a silent chemical conversation that lowers your blood pressure and slows their heart rate. It is a look of pure, unadulterated devotion. If you break eye contact too quickly or scold them, you are hanging up the phone in the middle of an "I love you." So the next time they do this, soften your gaze. Look back and let that chemical bond strengthen. They are recharging their emotional batteries through your eyes. This emotional connection leads to incredible empathy seen in the contagious yawn. You look at your dog, you yawn, and a few seconds later they yawn back. Or you are in a tense situation, maybe scolding them, and they start yawning repeatedly. These are two different things, but both are fascinating. The contagious yawn is a sign of empathy. Studies show that dogs yawn more often with their owners than with strangers. It means they are emotionally tuned into you. They are mirroring your physiological state. But the stress yawn is even more important. In dog language, a yawn is a calming signal. If you are angry, or if the environment is chaotic, your dog yawns to say, "I am stressed, and I'm trying to calm myself down, and I hope you calm down too." It is a peace flag. They are trying to de-escalate the conflict. If you are yelling at your dog and they yawn, they aren't bored. They are terrified and trying to tell you, "Please stop. I come in peace." Recognizing this signal can change your entire relationship. It's their way of asking for a timeout. Another behavior rooted in their wild ancestry is the spin cycle. Before your dog lies down, do they spin around in a circle 3, 4, 5 times? This is the nest builder protocol. It is hardwired into their basal ganglia. In the prehistoric, wild dogs didn't have memory foam beds. They slept in tall grass or snow. They had to spin for 2 reasons. First, to trample down the vegetation to make a comfortable depression. Second, and more importantly, to drive out snakes, scorpions, and biting insects hiding in the grass. It was a safety sweep. Even though they are on your expensive carpet now, that genetic code requires them to perform the safety check before they can power down. It is a ritual of survival. If you notice your elderly dog stops spinning, pay attention. It might mean their hips hurt too much to do the dance. But otherwise, let them spin. They are just making sure the bed is snake-free for the night. Sometimes their instincts lead to things we find gross, like the perfume of the wild. We have all been there. You are on a nice walk, and suddenly your dog finds something absolutely revolting. A dead worm, a rotten fish, some unidentifiable sludge, and drops their shoulder to roll in it with pure ecstasy. You are horrified. They are delighted. Why to us? It's a bath negotiation. To them, it's tactical camouflage. This is scent masking. Your dog's ancestors were hunters. If a wolf smells like a wolf, the deer runs away. But if the wolf smells like a dead fish or rotting leaves, they become invisible to the prey's nose. By rolling in that smell, your dog is putting on their camouflage ghillie suit. They are dressing up for work. They are thinking, "Look at me, human. I have masked my scent perfectly. I am now a stealth ninja." They are incredibly proud of this new odor. When you scream and drag them to the bath, you are washing away their best disguise. While we can't let them bring that smell into the house, try to understand the intent. They weren't trying to be gross. They were trying to be a capable, invisible hunter for the pack. This hunting instinct also explains the grim gift. You open your back door, and there, sitting proudly on the doormat, is your dog next to a dead squirrel or a bird or a mouse. They look up at you with a wagging tail, expecting a parade. You scream, but you are looking at this all wrong. In your dog's eyes, you are a terrible hunter. Think about it. They have never seen you catch a rabbit. They have never seen you track a deer. To them, you are this hairless, clumsy puppy who can't survive on its own. They are worried you might starve. By bringing you a dead animal, they are fulfilling the role of the provider. They are saying, "Look, I caught this for you. Eat up, you helpless giant." It is an act of charity. It is the equivalent of your grandmother bringing you a casserole because she thinks you look too thin. Scolding them for this confuses them. Why is the human yelling, "I just brought dinner"? The best approach is to praise the good hunting skills, distract them, and quietly dispose of the gift when they aren't looking. Now let's talk about a new behavior. The bathroom escort. Does your dog follow you into the bathroom every single time? It can feel like a violation of privacy, but to your dog, it is a vulnerability check. In the wild, doing your business is dangerous. You are exposed. You cannot run or fight easily. When your dog follows you in and sits by your feet, they aren't being weird. They are guarding you while you are compromised. They are saying, "I will watch the door while you do what you need to do." It is a profound duty. Conversely, notice how they look at you when they are doing their business on a walk. They stare right at you. They aren't ashamed. They are looking to you for protection because they feel vulnerable. It is a mutual pact of safety during sensitive moments. We also need to understand the doctor is in. You have a cut, a scrape, or maybe you just came out of surgery and your dog becomes obsessed with licking that specific spot. It can be annoying, but this is pure medical altruism. Canine saliva contains a protein called nerve growth factor and enzymes like lysozyme, which are antibacterial. In the wild, a wounded pack member cannot go to the pharmacy. The only antiseptic they have is the tongues of their family. By licking your wound, your dog is trying to disinfect you. They smell the blood. They smell the infection or the healing tissue, and their instinct screams, "I must fix this." It is an act of caretaking. They are nursing you. Now, modern science tells us that dog mouths also have bacteria that aren't great for deep human wounds, so you should gently stop them, but do it with gratitude. Don't yell. They are literally trying to donate their own medicine to heal your broken body. Rejection in that moment hurts their feelings deeply because they are just trying to take care of their beloved leader. Sometimes their caretaking is about sharing love like the reciprocal pet. You are petting your dog, scratching behind their ears, and suddenly they lift a heavy paw and place it on your arm or your hand. They might even drag their paw down your face. We often think, "Oh, they want me to stop," or "they want more." But often this is simply them petting you back. Dogs are tactile creatures. They learn that touching equals love. You touch them to show love, so they touch you to reciprocate. They are mimicking your behavior. That heavy paw is their attempt to hold your hand. They are saying, "I feel the love, and I am returning it." It is a clumsy, heavy-handed caress, but it is their way of participating in the affection rather than just receiving it. They want to be an active partner in the love fest. This love can also be seen in the delayed feast. You give your dog a special treat, and instead of eating it, they whine and carry it around for an hour or try to bury it in the rug. Why? Because they value it too much. This is the resource anxiety of abundance. They are overwhelmed by the value of the gift. They want to savor it, to save it, to make sure it lasts. It's actually a huge compliment to the quality of the treat. They are saying, "This is too good to just eat. This is treasure." Eventually they will eat it, but they need to find the perfect safe moment where they can enjoy it without fear of it being stolen. It's their version of saving a fine wine for a special occasion. We also have to respect the dream runner. You are watching your dog sleep and suddenly their paws start twitching. Their eyelids flutter and they let out little muffled woofs. It's adorable. But what is happening? Science tells us that dogs experience REM rapid eye movement sleep just like us. And because their brain structure is so similar to ours, they are almost certainly dreaming about their day. They are chasing rabbits. They are playing fetch. And yes, studies suggest they are dreaming about you. They are replaying the happy moments of their life. But here is a critical warning. Deep REM sleep involves a mechanism that paralyzes the large muscles so they don't actually act out their dreams. Sometimes this paralysis slips, which is why they twitch. Never ever wake a dog abruptly during this phase. Their brain is in a different reality. If you startle them, they might bite out of pure instinctual defense before they even realize who you are. Let them chase the dream squirrels. Another misunderstood behavior is the social media scroll. You are on a walk and you just want to get some exercise, but your dog stops at every single telephone pole, fire hydrant, and bush to sniff for 30 seconds. You tug the leash impatient, but you are interrupting their morning news. This is P-mail. When a dog marks a post, they are leaving a biochemical status update. By sniffing, your dog can tell who was there how long ago, if they were male or female, if they were in heat, if they were sick, and even if they were stressed. They are reading the neighborhood gossip column. Oh, Rover was here at 4 a.m. and he seems anxious. Bella passed by and she is healthy. Rushing a dog through a walk without letting them sniff is like dragging a human through an art gallery blindfolded. The sniffing is the walk. It mentally tires them out more than the physical exercise. Let them read the news. It keeps their brain healthy and satisfied. Here is another new one, the back-to-back sleep. Does your dog ever sleep with their back pressed against yours? Or do they sit facing away from you? We often interpret this as a cold shoulder or rejection. But in the dog world, you only turn your back on someone you trust implicitly. It is the ultimate sign of safety. They are saying, I don't need to watch you because I know you won't hurt me. Furthermore, by facing away, they are taking on the role of the lookout. They are watching the perimeter so you can rest. It is defensive positioning for the sake of the pack leader. We must also trust the vibe check. Have you ever introduced your dog to a perfectly nice person, someone you like, but your dog instantly barks, growls, or backs away, and you apologize saying, I don't know what's got into him? Listen to your dog. Dogs possess a sensory apparatus that puts our technology to shame. They can smell chemical changes in a human body. When a person has bad intentions or is unstable, their body releases cortisol and adrenaline. You can't smell it. Your dog can. They can also see micro-expressions, tiny twitches in the face that happen in milliseconds that reveal aggression or fear. If your dog hates someone for no reason, there is a reason. They are detecting a chemical signature of danger or deception. They are your biological lie detector. Trust them. They are seeing the truth that social politeness hides. And finally, this brings us to the most shocking and important reason of all, the human shield. Why do dogs suddenly climb on you? I don't mean jumping up when you get home. I mean those moments when you are sitting or lying down and your dog frantically tries to crawl on top of you, refusing to leave, pressing their chest to yours, acting strange and clingy. Do not ignore this. Do not push them away. Dogs have been known to detect cancer, impending seizures, dangerous drops in blood sugar, and even early pregnancy long before the human knew. They can smell the cellular changes in your body. When they climb on you, they are trying to get as close as possible to the wrong smell to investigate it. Or they are sensing a massive emotional shift, a panic attack or deep depression, and they are performing deep pressure therapy. They are using their body weight to physically ground you, to lower your heart rate, to protect you from the invisible threat they sense inside you. They are literally trying to cover you with their body to shield you from harm. If your dog suddenly becomes obsessed with climbing on you or lying on a specific part of your body, go to the doctor. They aren't being annoying. They are acting as your guardian angel, trying to tell you that something is wrong. So look at your dog. Really look at them. They are constantly speaking to you, constantly protecting you, constantly loving you with a biological intensity that we can barely comprehend. They are the only creatures on Earth who love you more than they love themselves. Which of these behaviors does your dog do the most, I want to know. Please drop a comment below and tell me your dog's name and the weirdest thing they do. Let's celebrate these beautiful, strange, loyal souls together. Because a house is just a house, but a house with a dog that is a home.